What does digital thriving mean? We live in a world where there's everything everywhere all at once, and that is not just a movie. It's an experience that so many of us are in all the time. So, the movement of digital wellness or digital well being usually means reducing screen time and really trying to channel more of your attention, more of your energy toward what you love. When I was coming up with what it is I wanted to call the work that I'm doing within digital wellness, as someone with a background in both user experience design, systems change, community and civic development, and embodiment coaching, I recognized that the word thriving or abundance had to be present, because thriving and abundance is this through line energy in all kinds of movements right now, pointing us beyond ways of thinking of what do I need, what do we need as humans to survive, versus what does thriving actually mean and look like, which is not just tied to material wealth and well-being. So when I'm talking about digital thriving, I'm actually looking at not just your relationship to your phone as an individual, but being in a renewed state of abundance around your time, your attention, and your energy. And I wanted to point attention in 4 different places that have helped me on this journey. Ultimately, what's empowered me to actually coach is learning about the mind and the body, exploring my own philosophy of these things. I tried doing digital coaching several years ago, and I just did not feel equipped to work on addiction and some of the very real challenges that people bring in this space. So I am entering the coaching space for digital thriving with greater tools for helping individuals. But this is not an individual problem. And so let me just name 4 different people where, if you are someone who is looking for a larger systems perspective of how we as a society can start to relate to technology differently and do technology differently in this very critical period, I'd point you first to Douglas Rushkoff. He runs a podcast called Team Human. Next, and also wrote several books. His books are actually what started for me. One is Throwing Rocks at the Google Bus. Another is Present Time. He is looking at the ways that we don't just have to fall into the trap of capitalism and corporations embedded in technology. We can have technology support the people if we design it that way. The next is Ruha Benjamin. She wrote a book called Viral Justice, and she is doing work in looking at the relationship of whole communities and the impact of the relationship between technology and justice, and the impact of whole communities in how we use and engage with technology. The third is Anastasia Dedyukhina. She is working from out of the UK right now on an organization called Consciously Digital. It's February 7th at the time I'm recording this, and on February 14th, she'll be opening up a level 1 course in how the brain and mind work for people who want to do her coaching certification, digital well-being for that. And the 4th is the Center for Humane Technology, and I'm just coming from one of their presentations now, which is really what fired me up. And it's very beautiful, truly, to witness how Raskin and Tristan Harris are opening up the door to so many conversations about the ways in which other kinds of structural change also need to happen. They also run a podcast called Your Undivided Attention. I do hope there is actually so many more people beyond these 4. And this is 5 people if you count the 2 of them, and their organization is larger, but beyond these 4 places, I know there are more. But I do just want to situate myself as someone who is working with individuals right now on an individual level within this beautiful madness, and begin to connect those of us who feel passionate about shaping the world that we live in and are co-creating as humans, to actually support the depth, the breadth, and the beauty of the creative mind within all of us. Do not hesitate to reach out. You can find me at Calendly/liberatorypower or liberatory/connection. And also reach me on email or here in the comments section. We are not alone in this.